Almost 2 years into its invasion of Ukraine, Russia takes control of a key stronghold. And the latest on what we know about the fatal shooting of 2 police officers and a paramedic in Minnesota. The morning rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Monday, February 19th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. As the second anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war approaches, Ukrainian forces withdrew from the key stronghold of Avdiivka, giving Russia its biggest victory in the war in almost a year. Ukraine said it had withdrawn its troops because they were outnumbered after months of intense combat. This morning, Russia says it has taken complete control of a chemical plant in the town, which was the site of some final pockets of resistance from Ukrainian soldiers. The Kremlin stating this was an important victory for Russia. President Biden spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky over the weekend. A $95 billion aid package, including $60 billion for Ukraine, has already passed the Senate, but with Congress out this week, U.S. aid to Ukraine is in limbo. Zelensky asked Biden if he was confident more aid would come before Ukraine loses any more territories. The president responded that he was not. Historic hearings opened this morning at the United Nations Top Court in The Hague concerning Israel. But while the country's ongoing war with Hamas is expected to be mentioned, it's not the focus of this case. More than a year before the war began, the UN General Assembly requested the court rule on Israel's 57-year occupation of the West Bank, the Gaza Strip and East Jerusalem areas sought by Palestinians for an independent state. The court is set to hear from about 50 nations, including the United States, Britain, China, and Russia. The session is scheduled to last 6 days. Then the court will issue an advisory opinion, though it is not legally binding on Israel. More details are expected to be released in the coming days in the fatal shooting of 2 police officers and a paramedic in Burnsville, Minnesota. Officers Paul M. Strand and Matthew Ruge, both 27 years old, and 40-year-old Adam Finseth, a firefighter and paramedic, were killed early Sunday. A third officer was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. The Burnsville police chief getting emotional during a press conference while remembering those killed.
We are all hurting. Our officers, our fire department, our families, all of our staff, our community. We're heartbroken. Today, 3 members of our team made the ultimate sacrifice for this community. They are heroes.
Police responded to a domestic violence call of a family in danger where an armed suspect was barricaded inside a home with family members, including 7 children under the age of 15. Authorities say while officers negotiated with the suspect for hours, at one point the gunman opened fire, killing the responding officers and EMT. There was an exchange of gunfire between police and the suspect, who was pronounced dead a short time later. All family members made it out safely. Services resumed on Sunday at celebrity pastor Joel Osteen's Lakewood megachurch in Houston, a week after a woman opened fire. Osteen welcomed community members and city leaders, including Houston's mayor, for healing.
You know, it's something that we never dreamed we'd have to deal with. I mean, this is our home. You know, somebody to come in and you kind of feel violated, but again, I'll go back to God's on the throne, and I can't tell you all the details, but I can tell you this: there are so many things you can just see the hand of God.
On February 11th, a woman walked into the church with her 7-year-old son and started shooting. The woman was killed during an exchange of gunfire with off-duty police officers working security at the church. Her 7-year-old son was struck in the head and remains in critical condition. During this Sunday's services, Osteen prayed for the boy's recovery. NASCAR's Daytona 500 will take place today, shifting gears from its original plans after heavy rain in Florida on Sunday postponed the 66th annual Great American Race. It's the first time the entire event has been postponed a full day since 2012. Monday's event at Daytona International Speedway is set to make history with a groundbreaking doubleheader. For the first time, fans will be treated to 2 races in one day, the Daytona 500 and the rain-delayed Xfinity Series a few hours before. The Weather Channel forecasts light rain in Daytona Beach this morning, but expect skies to clear by early afternoon. Finally this morning, with less than a month to go before the Oscars, we got a preview of how things might play out at last night's British Academy Film Awards. And the big winner at the 2024 BAFTAs was Christopher Nolan's atomic bomb epic Oppenheimer, taking home 7 awards, including Best Film and Director. Cillian Murphy won Best Leading Actor, and Robert Downey Jr. won Best Supporting Actor. Now all eyes will be watching to see if Oppenheimer can have another successful night at the Oscars come March 10th. These are your top stories for this Monday. Be sure to check out san.com/rundown to sign up for our daily newsletter. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.